When we think about alien civilizations, we usually look outward, to distant stars, to faraway planets. But there is another vast place we forget to look. Not space, time. Earth is over 4 billion years old. Humans have existed for just 300,000 years. That's nothing. So the question becomes unavoidable. Could intelligent civilizations have existed on Earth long before us? Technological species that rose, thrived, and vanished. Their remains erased, buried, or recycled by the planet itself. Science doesn't say this is impossible, but it forces us to ask something far more difficult. What evidence could actually survive? Life appeared on Earth roughly 4 billion years ago. For most of that time, it stayed simple. Single-celled organisms ruled the planet for billions of years. Then, around 540 million years ago, something extraordinary happened. The Cambrian explosion. Complex life appeared in huge numbers, almost instantly in geological terms. From that moment on, Earth entered a new phase, one where intelligence, in theory, could emerge. That leaves a window of hundreds of millions of years, plenty of time for something intelligent to rise and disappear. To understand what might be possible, we only have one example to study: ourselves. Anatomically modern humans appeared around 300,000 years ago. For nearly all of that time, we lived as hunter-gatherers. Small groups, simple tools, minimal impact on the planet. Cultures formed, languages evolved, but Earth barely noticed us. Then, about 10,000 years ago, everything changed. Agriculture. Farming allowed populations to grow. Villages became cities. Cities became empires. And only about 300 years ago, we entered the Industrial Age. So, our history breaks down like this. Hunter-gatherers for 97% of our existence. Farmers and empires for almost 3%. Industrial civilization for just 0.1%. Geologically speaking, we arrived moments ago, and we've already reshaped the planet. Earth is not a museum. It is a recycling machine. On geological timescales, even the strongest structures fail. Continents drift. Oceans swallow land. In a few million years, our entire civilization will exist as a thin geological layer, just centimeters thick. If civilizations existed before us, their traces would face the same fate. So the question changes again. What kind of civilization could disappear without leaving a trace? In one sense, we already know ancient alien civilizations existed, our own relatives, Homo erectus, Neanderthals, Denisovans, and likely many others we will never find. They used fire, they made tools, they created culture. And yet, after millions of years, we have only fragments. Hunter-gatherer societies leave almost no lasting mark. Tools decay, bodies rot, camps vanish. Fossils are incredibly rare. Entire intelligent species could live for hundreds of thousands of years and leave nothing we'd ever recognize. If other intelligences existed at this level, we may never know. Human empires lasted centuries, sometimes millennia. Some of their structures still exist today. Because of this, we can say something important. No empire-level civilization existed on Earth in the last few million years. If one had, we would have found evidence by now. But go further back, tens or hundreds of millions of years, and certainty fades. Stone erodes, metal corrodes. Cities dissolve into sediment. A civilization comparable to ancient Rome, if old enough, could vanish completely. This opens the door to stranger possibilities. Imagine an intelligent aquatic species, perhaps cephalopods. Cities built in shallow seas. Architecture made of stone and organic materials. A stable society, or one wiped out by a single event. Soft bodies decay quickly. Underwater structures erode fast. After millions of years, nothing recognizable would remain. There is no evidence this happened, but time is very good at deleting history. Industrial civilizations are different. If humanity vanished tomorrow, Earth would remember us. Our disappearance would leave a massive extinction of wildlife, plastics embedded in sediments, artificial chemicals and metal concentrations. Buildings would collapse in thousands of years, but our industrial fingerprints could last millions, even longer. Civilizations that destroy their environment leave strong evidence, but don't last long. Civilizations that become sustainable may leave almost no trace at all. Imagining past civilizations is fascinating, but imagination is not evidence. For now, time appears as empty of aliens as space does. Maybe we are alone. Maybe others came and vanished long before us. But one conclusion is unavoidable. Our civilization is fragile. Its continuation is not guaranteed. And, if we're not careful, we may become just another thin layer in the rock, studied someday by someone else, wondering what happened to us.